Hello, everybody. This is Caleb with King's Advisors, and today we're going to have a legal discussion. So, first off, I want to thank Nick from Echo Base Network for bringing this up in his member stream on Sunday, which informed me of it. Prior to that, I had no knowledge of this court case, and I am incredibly interested in it, seeing as how I'm a big fan of intellectual property. So without further ado, let me share the screen right here. Now, this is a lawsuit from Superior Tech LLC, also known as Frost River, who is suing Lucasfilm and Filson Company. Now, the basis of this lawsuit is that Lucasfilm used a backpack from Frost River and used it in Indiana Jones 5, and then partnered with the Filson Company to make that backpack for Filson. The problem is that there was a trademark on that backpack, and Frost River owns that trademark. And so the first things that I want to talk about real quick are, as I've talked about in the past, trademark law. So in the United States, trademark law is grounded in the Lanham Act, and it provides a seller or producer with the exclusive right to register a mark and keep their competition from being able to use that mark. Now, a trademark is any word, name, symbol, or device, or a combination thereof, that a company or a person uses to specify where their goods come from and to distinguish them from other goods sold by their competition. Now, what that means is companies have these marks that they place on their products so that we know who we're buying from. For instance, if you look at an Apple product, Apple has the Apple on their products. That way you know you're buying an Apple product. It's a system of trust that we basically have, that we know what we're getting with this product because we recognize the logo or mark. Now, this lawsuit, and let me zoom in here if I can. There we go. Now, this lawsuit comes out of the Northern District of California. I want to explain some of the more complex legal issues coming from this lawsuit. So, if we scroll down to their prayers for relief down at the bottom, what prayer for relief basically means is that this is what they are asking the court. So Frost River is suing Disney and Filson, and they are asking for compensatory damages in an amount to be proven at trial, but in any event, no less than $75,000 for punitive and exemplary damages and for attorney's fees and costs. Now, let me explain this really quickly. If we scroll up here to the beginning of the complaint, there will be a section about the parties. So right here we see the plaintiff, Superior Tech, is a Minnesota limited liability company with its principal place of business in Duluth, Minnesota. Now that's very important. The defendant, Lucasfilm, is a California corporation with its principal place of business in San Francisco. Defendant C.C. Filson Company is a Delaware corporation with its principal place of business in Seattle, Washington. Now, we are in federal court here. There are multiple ways to enter federal court. The two main ways to enter federal court are a federal question, which is a question based on federal law, and diversity jurisdiction. Now, diversity jurisdiction simply means that none of the parties share the same state. None of the parties on both sides, I should say. We see here that the plaintiff is a Minnesota company. The two defendants are a California and a Delaware company. Now, Filson's a little different because they're incorporated in Delaware, but they operate out of Seattle, Washington. Now, anyone that knows anything about corporations knows Delaware is a beautiful place to be incorporated because they have a very niche legal system there set up to basically provide great laws for corporations. The reason that's important is in order to get into federal court on diversity jurisdiction, you have to have diversity. And what diversity means is that you don't have the same location represented on both sides of that V. So here we can see that California, Minnesota, and Washington don't show up on both sides. So we have diversity. Now, the other important thing is you have to claim at least $75,000 in damages, which is why down here you can see that they are claiming no less than $75,000 because that's one of the check marks to get into federal court on diversity. So they're not saying we were only damaged by $75,000. They're saying we have at least $75,000 worth of damages. That's why we're in federal court. So if you're still here, thank you so much. I know this is a very kind of complicated legalese video, and I'm trying to make it as simple as possible. So let's go up to the heart of this. So this is the backpack that was used in the movie. And if we scroll down, we can see the backpack. Now, the problem is that Disney or Lucasfilm removed the patch on Frost River's backpacks. So this patch right here is their mark, the thing that alerts the world this is our backpack. So you can see in the film, there's no patch. So that's what their claim is. Their claim is that Lucasfilm removed the patch so that they could partner with Filson and create the same backpack for them. Clear violation of the Lanham Act. And this is the backpack that they made. If they hadn't used the backpack in the film and hadn't then used the film in the commercial for this Filson backpack, I think Filson might, have a case here. I think there's nothing I short of the two pockets down there at the bottom right here. These are different enough that I think Filson could probably get away with it. So Frost River will rely on Section 32 of the Lanham Act in this. And without, pulling up the Lanham Act and trying to read word for word, let me explain this on a more easily to understand level. So the purpose of the Lanham Act and the purpose of trademark is to prevent a company from starting up and basically grabbing marks from trusted companies and using them to deceive the consumer. Trademark is all about protecting the consumer. So what Frost River is sitting here and saying is we have a mark that people trust, and we have a product that people trust, and it's a recognizable product in the industry. And what Lucasfilm and Filson are doing is they are taking our mark and they are taking our product and advertising it as their own. Now, you may look at these two photos and say, well, how could anyone believe that those two products are the same? And that's not the issue. Those two products are relatively different enough that I would assume this. And of course, any lawyer that tells you they know what the judge is going to say is an idiot. Don't trust them. So I would, based off of my educated opinion, believe that these two products differ enough that if Filson and Lucasfilm had not done what they did in Indiana Jones 5, there wouldn't be an issue right now. But Frost River is saying that Filson and Lucasfilm using the backpack in the movie and then using the same backpack in advertising and then selling this backpack is causing the confusion of the consumer. And it's stealing the trust that they have built up to make money off of this inferior or differing product. It's all about consumer protection. Trademarks exist so that the consumer knows what they're buying. And Frost River is saying that Lucasfilm and Filson have infringed on their trademark because they are using the trust of Frost River to sell their product, which isn't a Frost River product. Now, I hope that makes sense. I may have kind of gone around a couple times on the same thing. If I did, I apologize. It's actually relatively early in the morning when I'm recording this. If you have any questions about this sort of thing, not legal questions, this isn't legal advice hour. But this is the topic that I'm a really big fan of. Ever since law school, I've always been a very big fan of intellectual property. It's a very interesting and deep area of law. And it turns out that it kind of gives you a lot of information into Hollywood and stuff like that. So if anything pops up that you want answers about, if you see things like this come up, let me know. I may do a video on them as well. If you have any questions, add them in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, follow us on Twitter at KingsAdvisors_. And thank you for stopping by.